Come on, Burgz. I got something for you. Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Man, welcome to the pod. We got Burgz in the spot. Repping Malvern heavy. Cross tracks never stops.
Yeah.
From the east, where the real ones grind and they rise.
Yeah.
Every bar like a sermon got the streets baptized.
Damn, dog. Damn.
Come up from the bottom. Now the name got a view.
Yeah.
I told him my buddies Burgz, they thought it was A&W. Mayor's office live. Yeah, we bringing the heat. Burgz talk that real. Take a seat. Let's speak.
I gotta get this guy in the studio.
Come on, man. Burgz featuring Mayor.
On the album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Burgz and Mayor going platinum.
You know what I'm saying? Easily.
Man, tell the people who you are, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? It's the kid Burgz. That's Burgz, you know what I'm saying? AKA Burgavelli. You know what I'm saying? Coming to you live right now. We here. Let's do it.
I feel like this is a special episode because me and Ralph both seen the journey from when you started
Big facts.
to where you're at now.
Yes, sir.
And I want to go back a little bit. Okay, let's go back in time.
Yeah.
Your first ever song.
Mm-hmm.
You were 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
What We Do.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything from that first record? Like any bars, how you made it? Anything you remember from that time?
Yeah. I could give you guys a little insight on that. And pretty much, okay, so it's called What We Do Freestyle. So there was an original song. So the original song, you guys know, Beanie Siegel, Jay-Z, and the rest, right? Even though what we do is wrong. So I like the sample on the instrumental, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, as a kid with the rest of with the friends and shit like that, with the dollar store mic and shit, you know? So they're like, yo, record something, you know? Drop something. So I'm like, damn, I got an instrument. They're like, yo, pick an instrumental. Pick the instrumental, you know what I'm saying? And then, bam, I'm like, yo, how the hell do I start to rhyme? And, you know, I don't know no rhyming scheme, no nothing. So I just pretty much started with my name. My first name's Earl, right? So it's like Earl, something about baby girl, take over the whole world and something make her Earl, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's what pretty much that was. And then just even hearing my voice on the recording, I'm like, because you know, when you're a kid, this is before Snapchat, before Facebook, before everything. So it's like you hear yourself on the recording. It's like, bro, when I'm talking, I don't hear myself like that. But when you hear on the recording, you sound totally different.
So your first time hearing your voice, you're like, oh, this is what I sound like.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I was shocked, bro.
You were fucking with it or not?
I was fucking with it, but I'm like, bro, I sound like a 40-year-old man. And like, my voice was deep. I kid you not. Anybody that knows me, they could vouch and say, yo, this guy's voice was deep from all 5 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I can vouch for that. I know about 5 years old.
A lot of bass.
Church days, you know? Come on, man. Come on, it's real. Yeah, man. So that's pretty much was the start of that, you know?
And you weren't writing, you were freestyling that, or you were...
No. I wrote that. I wrote that joint.
Okay.
But you know, back in the day when you put, you know, that's how it was. Like back in the day, you just put like freestyle on top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it's not a freestyle, but yeah. You know what I mean?
Is that still how you write now? Like when you write songs, or are you more like pen to paper or write on your phone, or how's your process?
Well, nowadays, like I guess you could say when I really started this thing, like I was before pen and paper. So like, you know, you got your notepad on your phone. I was always a notepad kind of person, you know? Yeah, like go on your phone and just go to your notes and just write your lyrics, you know, and then you have your headphones and you listen to the instrumental live and then you just, you know, you just write and you just go from there type shit, you know? Yeah, that's my style pretty much.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at this point now, you're known in the city. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you get people that kind of recognize you outside of just like people you grew up with and stuff? Like people just recognize you off the music? You seen that a lot when you go outside?
I'm not gonna lie. 100%. And even like 100,000,000% people recognize me for the music. And even if it's not for the music, they'll be like, yo, I see I come across your page on Instagram a lot. And, you know, I see you on TikTok. And even when I went on tour the other day, like the people in Ottawa, they're like, yo, I see you coming down the escalator.
It's love.
And I'm just like, what? Yo, this shit's reaching. Yeah. So the social media thing is really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? It's crazy, brother. It's crazy.
What was the first time? You remember the first time that happened and you were kind of like, yo, what the hell is this?
The first time getting recognition, do I remember? I mean, to my recollection,
You hear this, guys? This guy said I don't even
The
remember.
first time. It was so long ago.
so long ago. Because I remember, like my first actual video, I believe, was like 2014. So we're in 2025 now. So a long time ago. But yeah, I would say from when I dropped the first video, like and then Toronto rappers, reposting and stuff like that, and then people will just like add you on Facebook, IG, and whatever, and then it pretty much start from there. They'll see you outside and might give you a hail up or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty much that's how it was when I first really started.
Is it the man them or the gal them?
Bro. it was everybody. It was everybody.
This guy's political. Yeah. He's political with it. I like it. I like it. I like
It was everybody, bro. It was everybody.
I like that. I like that.
You said you studied the music. This is like your job basically. This is your schooling, studying music.
Yeah.
When you studied the music, who is someone that you're looking at as someone that like you like their trajectory, you like what they did, or someone who you're following in terms of what they did in their career? Who's that person you're studying the most?
To be honest with you, when I first told myself I was gonna do this thing for real, shout out Young Thug. He actually just came out. So Young Thug was that guy for me.
For sure.
Young Thug, the Migos, RIP Takeoff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Migos, Young Thug, shout out my dog Pee Wee Longway, Free Up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all those guys, the whole Atlanta scene, I was really, bro, I was so, like
You're entrenched.
Yeah.
man, I'm just like, yo, where do these guys come from type shit, you
For
know?
sure.
And I was like certain, like some of my diehard like supporters, like they could tell you, like I was like probably the first person in Canada to like fuck with that whole dab, that whole dab and Atlanta drip and the whole sound and shit like that.
Oh, you're on it early.
Bro, I was on that. I literally think I was the first person in Canada to know that shit. You know what I mean?
Man, just say it right now. Say it here for everybody.
I am the first person in Canada. I am the first person in Canada to bring the dab to Canada, Toronto. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like I was just on the whole shit. Like shout out Jose Guapo, like the whole Atlanta scene.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like I was watching vlogs after vlogs, and there's a thing called Mixtape Kitchen. I don't know if they must be still active. Yeah. So like I was on that hard. Like I can show you DMs on my phone right now, like showing Pee Wee and these guys like some old Canadian bills, like showing like, yo, let's work. 2011, 2000, you know what I'm saying? 2012, like, bro, yeah, it's crazy.
That's interesting because it's such a different industry there than here. So it's like how those guys got on is such a different way than people do things here.
100%.
But to see where they grew from, because if you think of Migos and Young Thug 2014 to where they got to
2012,
those guys
Completely different.
Completely different.
Sure. The sound, how they look, everything.
Yeah, completely different for real.
You got somebody in Toronto and then somebody outside of Canada you're trying to collab with?
Somebody in Toronto, I got to collab with Drake. So shout out Champagne Poppy. That's one guy I got to collab with.
You got to
Drake.
put it out there.
Now we're speaking it.
Yeah, manifestation right now. Gyalafestation. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm taking that one.
That's a good one.
I don't know if you guys heard that one, but you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get me in trouble, bro.
Gyalafestation.
Gyalafestation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my goodness.
So Champagne Poppy, are you that? You know what I'm saying? We got to do the collab, big collab. Boy Wonder, you're my dog. Put it together, bro. Put it together,
Burgz on a Boy Wonder beat will be crazy.
Come on, man. Come on. I used to play ball with, that's Matt. Like when I look at Boy Wonder, I call him Matthew, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to play ball with him before I even knew the man was a platinum producer. Like,
the people don't even know you had a jumper back in the day.
Come on, I still got the jumper.
You had a jumper back in the day.
Come on, once a shooter, always a
You
shooter.
couldn't sag off of Burgz at the church runs. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
He letting it fly.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Once a shooter, always a shooter, bro.
Don't gotta
I
tell
love
him twice.
basketball, bro. I love basketball. You know
What
what I'm
about outside of Canada? Somebody trying to collab with?
Outside of Canada, my dog Skilly Bang, I got to collab with. Charlie Blacks too, got to collab with you too, because he helped me start this whole international thing, So Charlie Black, Skilly Bang, Popcorn, Cross, Skeng. Yeah, there's a big list. And they're from Jamaica, if you guys didn't know, if the viewers didn't know. Those are dancehall reggae acts, So
you're seeing the crossover for real. Like that's because you don't often hear rappers say that's who they want to collab with. They might say they like those artists, but that's not who they mentioned to collab with. So that's where you really see
100%, because yes, I'm a born Canadian, right? But my mom and my father is born in Jamaica, right? So It's just in the blood, in the roots. Enough people don't even understand that Jamaicans have a hand in hip hop as well. You know
Definitely,
what I'm saying?
We created it.
There you go. There you go. I don't have to say much.
Yeah, it's ours. Like
that is it. It's ours. 100%. That's our thing. 100% our thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just. It's a given. I got to collab with them. You know what I'm saying?
So how's it been for you? Because you've actually been to Jamaica and been around a lot of artists in Yard.
And performed.
And performed out there for sure.
Newspaper, all of that.
So what's that experience been like for you?
It's very humbling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's very humbling, dog. Like, I remember my first international show was at Charlie Black's birthday bash in 2023, I believe. And yeah, you know, like I'm sharing the stage with Grammy acts like Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, you know what I'm saying? Those guys are Grammy winners, not just nominations, you know. They're Grammy winners, you know what I'm saying? And I met Beanie and Bounty prior to that still, but those guys are like Batman and Superman in Jamaica, bro. Like they're so popular, you know what I'm saying? And they just walk around regular. People see them every day. They go to every party from Monday to Sunday. So, but it's just more of the thing like, yo, you're actually sharing the stage with these guys. Like, you know? So it's like, and it's like, yo, the first time I went up there, because they say Jamaicans, like Jamaica, like that's the hardest crowd to please. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like literally speaking, bro.
Because we judge the hardest.
What? And not only that, if you mess up on it, it's like Showtime at the Apollo for like, Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll like fucking throw a bottle at you if you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you don't bring it, they'll let you know.
Yeah, bro, you know, boo, come out the stage or whatever the case is. So, yeah, like, you know, the people that are going in with a thing and they like the vibes and stuff, but I learned tremendously since that first performance, you know? So then the second time when I got back now, and the first time I performed in Jamaica, that was actually in the countryside too, in Trelawney.
Mm-hmm.
So like my parents, they're from Kingston, you know what I'm saying? So the second booking now for Extreme Fest, shout out DJ Capone and King Shannon, you know what I'm saying? So that's Twisted Entertainment and Lifeline, right? So the second booking now with Extreme Fest, and that was in Kingston for the first time. It was like a whole nother atmosphere, you know? So I got my family with me, like all my family with me, like Toronto with me, like people from like New York, fucking UK, like, and man, it's crazy, you know? And like I brought that shit, I brought that A game, you know what I'm saying?
So tell us what you learned, because personally, I think dancehall artists are the best performers in the world.
100%.
I saw Buju Banton last year, and the way that man commands the stage, sing, rap, everything, like different levels. So what did you learn from seeing them? Because you got to see from the top performers in the world up close and personal. What game did you take from them?
So first things first, the first thing that I took from that is the fact that I got to work on my stagecraft. That's the first thing.
Like stage control, all of that?
All the above, my brother. All the above. Like, so your stagecraft is like important, you know? Because what we don't understand here is like in North America, North, South America, is like, there's a lot of studio artists. You go in the studio, oh yeah, you know? I'm not saying you can't put effects on your sound or whatever the case is, but when your fans buy tickets to come support you and to hear you, they want to hear it like mimic the exact thing what they hear in their earphones from Spotify. They want to hear that exact sound.
No altered.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to really train your voice. Go and jog, you know? Go on the treadmill and, because your heart rate and everything has to be up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're out there for fucking 30 minutes, half an hour. You know what I'm saying?
You can't hide behind the engineer.
Bro, you cannot.
Breath control
you know what
has to be on point.
And you know, there is people that rather go out there and, you know, put the tune on their mic and stuff like that. Like Quavo does it too, right? Quavo does it. Shout out Quavo from the Migos. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he does it too. But again, Jamaicans, like the Jamaican acts, like, you know, Bounty Killer, they rather you perform, they don't even want you to perform the track. They rather you do it on a band, like a live band.
Yep.
So you actually hear your voice project and, you know? So it's like, they call it cheating, you know? So I'm like, man, this is how they do it in Jamaica for real? I'm like, oh, I gotta like get up to the time, you know what I'm saying?
These guys are really performing this with just a band, not missing a single lyric.
Yeah.
Moving in,
singing on the chorus too.
Kicking their feet.
Running,
jumping.
Yep.
Cross the stage.
And they sound just like the record.
And some of these guys are old too.
Exactly.
And you think about some older acts. I saw Timbaland last year.
Yeah.
Timbaland is standing in one spot.
Yeah.
You know, he can't really move.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you see Buju Banton just running.
Yeah, he's all fucking, he's doing the most, bro.
High knees and rapping. Like,
telling you, doing the most.
You got to take your health serious. Like, look at the difference between vibes when he just got out to him now.
Yep.
Like, he's been taking care of his body. You know what I mean?
100%.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
You just chatted about how you had to take care of like events in Yard, and
Mhm.
you done events in Toronto, you done events in North America,
Mhm,
all that. Can you compare the promoters and the event organizers? Like, what was the difference that you saw in Jamaica compared to like up here?
I would say like it's a good question. Well, there's a saying, there's a saying where they say, what is that saying? Somebody could help me out here. Pretty much like the king in his town doesn't really get the crown. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that saying is, like, yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So it's like, wherever you are, so I could be from Jamaica or wherever where I'm born. It's like people like outside of your country pretty much give you more respect and that love and that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed. Like, so like people that's like, so whether the promoters in Ottawa, Montreal, Jamaica, or Hamilton or whatever, those guys give me a different love, I'm not saying the Toronto promoters don't give me love. That's not what I'm saying, but
Yeah,
it's like sometimes,
they're more familiar with you.
no, maybe because they know you or because they know you and you don't have that, top 100 Billboard hit yet. They might feel like, you know what I'm trying to say?
They kind of see you as like a local, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
instead of like
Yeah,
what
so
you actually are.
yeah, so it's like the genuine respect sometimes is not always there,
Mm.
But and then again with Toronto, the promoters, it's like more of like a favoritism stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
that-
interesting.
Yeah,
Actually.
and that even goes with the blogs too, because it's like I'm literally a star when I come off Norman Manley Airport in Jamaica and Kingston. I'm a star when I come off of that. Well, I'm a star everywhere, but I'm just saying
Come on.
Yeah,
Mm.
of course.
when I come off the plane in Jamaica and other places, like they treat you like that. You
You
know what I'm
feel
saying?
it when you get off. Yeah.
100%. Like I feel it in my heart. So shout out to everybody in the world too.
Well, Burgz, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Here at the Mayor's Office podcast, you're a
Yeah.
star here too.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
None less, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that, my G.
That's very Toronto. I feel like that's very Toronto to like how we treat our own
Yeah,
artists.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's I think the one thing Toronto is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I've been saying this for a few years
Mm-hmm.
and being in the industry for so long. That's what Toronto is really missing, where we don't pump up our own stars.
Yeah, it's sad.
we don't do it because I think in America and other states they do it all the time.
100%.
Where you-
Atlanta and Jamaica. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, exactly. Where it's like in Jamaica, you can be big only in Jamaica,
Mhm.
and that can be enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And here it feels like it can't be like that.
Exactly.
They're only gonna respect you once you do something outside.
which
So
is, it's sad. And another thing I wanted to highlight too is the fact that Atlanta and Jamaica, they actually have a music foundation. So
Mhm.
like, it doesn't matter. You could be fucking 4 foot nothing. Look, you can look whatever. As long as you have a good song, bro, they're gonna back you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna push your record, and they're gonna pretty much make the record reach its heights.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Jamaica. Like, you have a bad song, they would say. You have a proper song, bro, that song is gonna take off. Somebody is gonna find that kid. Yo, where's that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're gonna put their things in or whatever, and they're gonna help you reach stardom, and then make you get the revenue and all that stuff that you need. In Toronto, they know you have a good song. They don't give a fuck. They rather hear, yo, I want to stab this guy, I want to shoot this guy, I want to rob this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy has beef with this guy. That's what what do you call it? The attention span of the followers on these blogs. That's all they care about. They don't care about talent, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man. I'm from all that shit, so I don't need nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I had friends that died, jail for a long time for this exact same music thing. So I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing we're lacking in Toronto. We need an actual, real music foundation. So, all the ghetto guys could just rise up. You don't have to be ghetto either. Anybody that has talent that could rise. You know what I'm saying? So we need that in Toronto right now.
Let the music speak for it rather than
Yeah,
that is it.
whatever else.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we need a music foundation, like a real one in Toronto, where it's like the artists, all the aspiring artists, they can find, even not just artists, like creatives.
Yeah.
There's like a hub where, you have talent. So there's
Mhm.
people in line that could help you reach where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? We need that here, bro.
For sure.
100%. Now, Mayor,
Talk to me.
we have a special, I want to say, presentation for some celebrity Burgerville? Is it time for us to go to that yet? I know you're the man in charge here. You gotta let us know.
Man, I'm just loving the good conversation with Burgz right now. This has been a long time coming for us to set this up, but we're not done yet.
Nah.
We're not done yet. Chris has something special for you, man.
All right, let's see it.
We play a special game with all of our guests.
Oh, yeah?
And it's your turn to play this game.
Yeah, so we got a good game, and you being an artist, you know, you're obviously, you meet a lot of people, probably meet a lot of women.
Yeah.
You know, you're out there doing your thing. You know,
Gyalafestation.
Gyalafestation. Exactly. So perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if it goes with this, but I just want to start off, you know, a little take it or leave it, okay? So we're going to do take it or leave it,
Yeah.
Racks edition.
Racks. Oh, shit.
Okay, you're gonna get us canceled.
Not money racks.
Could be.
Let's see it.
So we're going to do a little bit of take it or leave it racks, and we're going to start off with the first very famous rack. This rack is a roof rack.
A roof rack.
Would you take it or leave it? Do you appreciate a good roof rack on your car? Say you're going on a vacation, camping, on a travel, throwing your stuff up. How do you feel about a roof rack? Are you taking it or are you leaving it? Hard-hitting questions.
I'm leaving it.
Leaving it? Okay. Not a
Putting
roof
everything
rack
in the
guy.
trunk.
That's fair.
This guy's a minivan.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
So, all right. So, take it or leave it roof rack. We're leaving it.
Leaving that shit.
So, we're going to go to the next rack. How do you feel about a coat rack?
Leaving that shit, bro.
You gonna put your coat on the floor?
Wait, you were talking about in my car, right?
No, just in
general.
In general, you're gonna take. Is it good to have, or you know what? We don't need a coat rack.
Coat rack. I mean, nigga, we got a closet, right?
Yeah.
We got a closet, so leave that shit.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
All right. No roof rack, no coat
The
rack.
logic is undeniable.
You know, I don't know.
Don't go to Burgz' yard with a jacket.
Yo, you put that on the couch.
Yeah.
The chair.
Yeah, broski. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this rack, you know, depends on what you're into. You know, you might be into hunting. How do you feel about a gun rack?
I'm gonna leave it.
Leave it? Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I'll
much of a hunter.
Nah.
Okay.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. You know, we'll go big game hunting one day, maybe.
Yeah, one day.
All right, this one might be more in your alley.
All right, let's see.
How do you feel about a good audio rack?
Audio rack.
Where you put where you have all the equipment all lined up like an audio rack.
I like it, so I'm gonna bring it.
You're gonna keep the rack, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it.
So far, we're keeping the audio rack. We're leaving the car rack. Leaving the coat rack.
Yep. And the gun rack.
And the gun rack. All right.
He's about his music.
No, priorities. He's
Yeah.
consistent.
I respect
He's
it.
consistent.
I rate it.
I respect it. Now this last rack, I think it's a great rack. Enjoyed everywhere. Everyone
Yeah.
loves this rack. I'm telling you, I do at least. I want to know how you feel about this rack.
Don't say ebony.
That's for the Patreon
Ah,
episode.
got
let's see
you.
Patreon episode. So for this rack, how do you feel about a rack of ribs?
To be honest, I love a good rack of ribs, you know. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't had a good rack of ribs in about 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, because I'm a pescatarian of 6 years.
Oh, there's no fish rack of ribs.
Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, so maybe the ribs of a red snapper swim around. You know what I'm saying?
Red snapper.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Those are the only ribs I'm seeing right now.
But before you're a pescatarian,
Yeah, I love ribs.
okay. This guy was at
Spare
Rib Fest.
ribs, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Good
Just making
spare.
some spare ribs with some rice and peas, you know what I'm saying? And
Can't go wrong
yeah,
there.
you know?
No, I think that concludes our segment for racks. I'm glad we got your opinion on different racks. So thank
Good.
you.
I thought you were talking about Pamela Anderson, but shit. You know?
Next time.
You guys got me there still. I won't lie.
Yo, when you said that first
I like
rack, he was
those
like,
ones.
wait, what?
The way he put his glasses up, he said racks.
Say less. I'm the expert.
You know what I'm saying?
PhD in racks.
Like, I can tell you guys all about it.
Yeah, man.
Don't kill me.
Straight up.
That was a good one, Chris, for
Yeah,
sure.
I love
for
it.
sure.
I love it.
So that was our segment of Take It or Leave It, featuring Burgz. Burgz, gotta ask you something, man.
Yeah, what's up?
It's been a long time coming for you to be on this stage, man.
Yeah,
for
man,
you to
long
pull up.
overdue.
I seen you on a lot of podcasts, right?
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
one's special, man. This is
100%.
family. This is a lot of
100%.
people that you know and a lot of people that care about you.
Yeah.
The people out there that don't know you yet.
Yeah.
How would you talk to them? Who would you tell them Burgz is?
Well, Burgz, I'm pretty much a straightforward guy, you know? Like, I like the regular stuff that just makes a person happy, I would think, you know? I love family, food, my friends, and I love my music, you know? Like my dream, which is the music, you know? And yeah, I like little stuff like that, my leisure time, play basketball, you know, look at like fashion. I'm a fashion lover too. So yeah, like you guys out there that don't know me, I'm a music lover. I love fashion, love food. You know what I'm saying? Love my family. I love health, fitness, all that shit, you know?
Okay, before we get out of here, because we're about ready to wrap,
Yeah.
for the ones who are watching this, what can people actually bring to you at a show? You know how people bring whiz, some kush.
Yeah.
You say
yeah.
you're a food lover. Is there a dish or something that you want someone to bring for you? Like, what would be something that if someone's a big fan of you, they want to show you some love, they see you at a show, what would be a good way for them to, you know, show that love?
That's a really good question, bro. That's a really good question. I would say, I don't know, maybe some sneakers or something. 'Cause I'm a shoe lover still, so maybe some sneakers. It's a lot to ask for from a fan still, but I'm not gonna take no food from them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not taking no weed from them.
Yeah.
So
Safe.
you
Super
know,
safe.
maybe some shoes or something. You know, I'm size 12. I buy my own shoes, guys, but if you guys ever wanted to bring me something, maybe some shoes or maybe a t-shirt of your brand or something, you guys have your, you know, upcoming brands you guys are working on and stuff, or even established ones that you had for years, whatever. I love clothing, so maybe some clothes, you know? Clothes.
That's a good answer because they're going to be bringing you this for the next 20 years. So whatever you answer, you better make sure.
Straight up, man. Yeah, man. Clothes, accessories, shoes. You know what I mean? Fashion. I love fashion, so just bring me the fashion.
Come on, man. You heard it here first. First and hopefully not the last time we get Burgz in the studio.
Never. Anytime, man. One phone call away, my boy.
And I'm going to be honest. Wait, hold on. Burgz, you hear that?
Yeah?
Shh. You hear that?
What is that?
They said I'm on the road again. Shout out to Burgz, man. Talk to him.
That was good.
You know, I said I'm on the road again. Grrr.
Oh, that was good, man. I want to thank everyone for watching this. Make sure you guys are tapped in with us. The Mayor's Office Pod on YouTube. If you're listening to the podcast, leave us a rating and a review, 5 stars, not a single star less. And until next time, know yourself, know your worth.
If you like that video or any other Mayor Media video, please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and stay tuned if you want to see more.